And these mouth neurons are incredible. You touch, boom, the fish heads the opposite direction. It doesn't go like, oh, are you another friendly fish? You want to mate? They go, I'm out of here. Oh, and then they check you out. Right? And so it's a reflex for safety. The olfactory system has these two pathways. The olfactory bulb for kind of like, oh, is this Black Rifle coffee? You know, and then there's the smelling salt one that goes through the accessory olfactory bulb straight to the amygdala, which is associated with threat detection and other things, straight to the piriform cortex, and then to a motor circuit. Boom, turn the head the other way, get out, exhale, don't inhale more. Aversive, okay? So the thing about smell is that, you know, it's got these very hardwired components, okay? And they're set up for either appetitive, like, let me explore more, sniff in more, versus as opposed to aversive behaviors, like get me the hell away. And these brain areas are among the more ancient brain areas. Now, when I say ancient, people nowadays start picking apart it like, well, it's not just limbic and cortex. Cortex is part of limbic. That's all true. But if you look at our brains and you look at the brains of like a turtle or even a snake, all the stuff we're talking about right here are all, they're not exactly the same, but they're all present. When you get to humans, what you really add is a lot of cerebral cortex for the thinking and association stuff. Like, you know, I've been here before, so I'm a little bit less, you know, like looking around as much as I did last time. Like things that, you know, not context-dependent learning, context-dependent stuff. Whereas all the highly reflexive stuff is going to be hardwired circuitry you find in every animal, every person. And you need to divide things into three different responses in humans, okay, in order to survive. Yum, I'm going to move toward it. Yuck, I'm going to move away. And meh. There's basically only three motor responses to anything: yum, yuck, or meh. Now there's a matter of degrees. Like you might see somebody you really like, you want to, I don't know, Joey Diaz or something. You know, you see him, like you want to run over, see him, right? So there's an appetitive circuit moves you towards it. See something that's a little odd, you might pause. I don't know what that is, or something aversive, like something happens in the parking lot, and you're like, I'm getting the hell out of here. So the brain, as complex as it is, needs to divide things into one of three different motor responses: forward, pause, or retreat. Okay, I was playing with Jamie's dog out there before. I was like, I couldn't get him to back up. That's what's kind of cool about the bulldog. Right. You charge him and he just goes, I'm like 20 times his size. But he's just like.
Well, he's also never experienced anybody being mean to him.
Yeah,
so except a few dogs, apparently. But most of his experiences are play. Like he knows he can just run up to you and bite you and you'll play with him.
Right. So you said about why the smelling salts and adrenaline. So here's the deal.